share it, and build lives and businesses that leave others better than they found them. Please can we put our hands together for Shari? Do the graveyard shift here and get it. Alright, thank you for such a nice introduction and for allowing me the opportunity to talk. I have been a part of Women in Business for a very long time, so it's very exciting always to get together and celebrate. And I'm very passionate about women doing well. And in just as an aside, I think that you don't realize that South African women are extraordinary every day. In our ordinary, we are extraordinary. And you don't get to see that. You're too busy trying to live it through and struggle through. But when you step outside South Africa and you deal with international training and businesses and things like that, you start to realize how amazing we are. And I think you need to just take some time and think about that. Everybody wants to be South African. Everybody wants to be a South African woman when you're overseas and around. So we've got something going for us, so enjoy that. Yeah. Alright, so I get to speak today on authentic connections. If I say the word authentic, what do you think? Real. Real, original. True to yourself. And so why aren't you doing that? Why are we wearing so many different layers of jerseys and chains and different things? Why are we not being true to ourselves and authentic and real? Is there something wrong with you? No. So why are we trying to be somebody else? Just a question. Because we're just girls. You're not just a girl. You're a strong, powerful woman who has so much to give and has already survived 100% of your days, right? Good or bad, you're still here. You've done it. You've got so much learning. So I want to try and encourage you in my talk today on authentic connections to remember to be real. To be who you were. You were not created to be somebody else. You were created to be you. Amen. Your experience, your knowledge, your abilities, your skills, what you have to give was created for right now, in this time, in this moment, to be here, to support, encourage, grow yourself and others. So why are we wanting to change that? Why do you want to be somebody else? Could we take on some of those good characteristics? Absolutely. Could we grow and develop? Absolutely. But you're not somebody else. I want you to learn to be authentically you. When we can learn to do this, we can learn about authentic connections. Now, okay, so let's have a look. I've got beautiful pictures because Shari always comes with pictures. What do we see when we look at that?
It's above the ground. Roots above the ground.
Connectivity, roots. Roots above ground. Peace. We feel peace. Yeah. Okay? This is an authentic connection. It's real. Every tree that's standing in this forest is growing above the ground, tall and strong. But is that what's making it tall and strong? What's making it tall and strong? The roots. More importantly, the connection between them and the ground is what holds them. Now we know when we walk through a forest, we really admire the tall trees, don't we? We might stop and have a selfie with this tree if you can get it in. You might, if you're me, you go and you're like, ooh, I'm fearless. It's got to say again. So hungry, like, it's not the same on the wall. Okay, but we notice the tall tree, we notice its power and its strength and the peace it brings and the space it brings. But scientists will tell you that the real strength of that forest actually lies underground. Okay, the trees are connected in that forest underground through that network of roots, aren't they? Can you see this happening here? They share resources, they support the weaker trees, they help each other survive storms, they anchor each other in the ground, they even warn each other of danger. Right? They do a whole range of things, all happening underground, what you can't even see. Okay? Business is the same. Okay? We think success comes from standing out, from tasting success and being tall and being seen and being visible and strong. That's not where the success comes from. It comes from authentic connection. The unseen network that we have of support that creates opportunities, and that helps us to weather the storm. No root system underground, no trees standing tall. And that's authentic. Those root systems and those trees are doing what root systems and trees do. They're not trying to be anything else. And in doing so, we're creating these beautiful, tall structures. Okay? Show you a different picture. Because Springboks. 100% South African to the day I die. It's Springboks, it's Springbok Friday and I couldn't wear green. I had to wear purple. So I've got my earring into it. Okay. But when we look at this picture, what do we think? Unity. Okay? Support. Unity. Together. Our anthem says it, just by the way. Comes the call to?
Come.
Stand together. Okay? All united stand. And we'll live in, strive, together, good people. Okay? It's together. It's an amazing anthem. Yeah, don't get me sidetracked on it. Look at this. It makes, is this people that hate each other? No. Is this people, they're doing the same job. They're literally in competition for positions and spaces and things all the time. And they hate each other, right? No.
The amazing thing is that they're Springboks there, but then they're going to the different teams and then they're opponents.
They have to be in another team, and they still do the same thing. I can move and I can collaborate on this side with this team and the Sharks this week, and then on the next weekend I can come and be a Springbok together for the nation, and I can work with that team and that coaching team. Because you understand, this is what we see on the field each week is this percentage of what actually goes on. There's teams of 10 people that are paid to analyze games and look at what's going on and statistics and teach the guys on the ground before they even get on there. Okay? No one wins the Rugby World Cup because one player was exceptional. No one wins. Yeah. It's a fact. Okay? Every player in this team trusts the person next to them. Yeah. Okay? The person who passed that ball matters as much as the try. That ball wasn't passed, the try wasn't won. Right? The unseen work is what builds champions. Right? So the Springboks remind us that greatness is never an individual achievement. Every tackle, every pass, every line out depends on trust. The people around me, trusting those people around me. Business is no different. Opportunities don't come from strangers. There's a stranger in the room here today. The opportunity is not coming from them. Opportunities come from the people who know you, trust you, okay, and believe that you'll show up when they need you to. That's authentic connection. You cannot build something real and authentic without knowing who you are and who the people are next to you and around you. You want opportunity, you want connection, you want all those things. They're all great. They'll help you stand tall, they'll help you win championships. They'll do it. But you've got to be the person that they can trust. Okay, so we're going to take a minute. You're going to all stand up because you need to move your legs. Okay? And you know, that's real connection, eh? So I can say this and I say, what makes you full of joy? Right? The real question. I get to know just something something real about who she is. Yes, she might be an amazing business owner. Yes, she might be an incredible mom. All those kinds of things, but I get just this glimpse of something real. Okay, something more. Sure. Okay, something authentic is what we're at. So I get the job today, and my title, I can't even remember what my title was. But whatever it was something about networking, which was so exciting for an introvert like me. You know, I love it. Like, let's go networking.
Do you say introvert?
I'm an introvert, a massive introvert. Okay. Right. Introverts are defined as people who need to be away from people to get energy. That's me. Okay. So it's wonderful I get to talk about networking. But we've all been there. Hey? We've been to these networking events where you walk in and then people have these tiny little name badges. Okay? I'm in my 40s, so I'm like, people, can you not wear a tiny badge? Could you wear some? Anyway, you walk in, there's tiny little badges, you're balancing coffee and a muffin. And you think to yourself, which person am I awkwardly going to interrupt? We've all been there, you're like, am I going to awkwardly interrupt? Where should I go? What should I do? Who am I going to? Oh, that's networking in my mind. It's a little bit awkward. And, you know, networking has become a little bit like speed dating for business, hasn't it? It's like a little bit of awkward here. A little bit of awkward here. That's kind of how we flip through.
Yeah.
That's not real. Okay, what happens in those scenarios is that 5 minutes later, I've got a pile of business cards like this, and if you had to tell me to connect that business card to the face in the room, I'd be like,
Sure.
is that real? No. That's not real. Okay, that's losing, that's living past each other. That's not what we actually want. Okay, fortunately, further in my title of my speech, it's not networking, it's authentic connection. Somewhere in the words there, says I can speak about authentic connection. You know, they're not the same thing. Networking and authentic connection are not the same thing.
No, it's not.
But networking gives us the opportunity to authentically connect if we think a little bit about it, right?
Yeah.
Opportunities don't usually arrive through networking. They arrive through the relationships built long before the opportunity existed.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you in business, it's at least a 2.5 year cycle in my business for anybody I've met to bring a meaningful opportunity to me. Okay, or for me to bring one back. Because it takes that little bit of a cycle for me to get to know and be trusted, and for people to trust me and me to trust people, and build this kind of authentic real relationship. Then it's okay. Then you can turn around and go, yeah, she could do that. She could help you. Right. So networking sometimes provides us that space, but we've now got to work for real. Okay? Not the awkward piece. Okay, not the people often think networking is about collecting contacts. I struggle. I struggle. Like anybody who knows me, the real me does not do social media. It just does not do so many people. Like, don't send me an email. Just if you want an answer, don't send an email. It's because I'm not getting to it. Okay, so it's not about collecting those contacts. It's not about the 1,000 followers we have. It's about what is of that is real.
Yeah.
Okay, what of that can people trust? Right? Okay, life teaches us differently. People don't open doors because you handed them a business card. Alright? They open doors because they know your character. Are you referring somebody you don't trust who's let people down? No. You're referring somebody you know who will rock up because it's your name attached to that too.
Sure.
So I need to know a little bit about your character before I will refer you, before I will trust you, before I will let you in a little bit on my space and my understanding and my needs and whatever the case is. Right? Okay. When I was first asked to speak about this, I had to give it some thought. Authentic connection. What does that actually mean? And then suddenly I realized that every opportunity I've had in life has been through another person. Okay. Not because I was the cleverest person in the room, not because I had the most perfect CV either. Okay? Not because somewhere along the way I met somebody. No, instead, because I built trust and character travels faster than my CV.
Sure.
Sure. Right?
Yeah.
So, we have thousands of LinkedIn connections. I don't even post on LinkedIn, and I think the last time I had 2,000 people or something like insane. I can't even find my LinkedIn password. It's a thing, right? But I've got these LinkedIn says I've got 2,000 connections. Professional. My moving house list says I've got 4.
Yeah.
4 real people that will show up for me when I need them.
Yeah.
Okay? Facebook says I've got 1,000 connections or whatever the case is. And I might have endless networking breakfasts. And I train, so I see hundreds of people all the time. Right? I know people. I've got connections. But the question here is, how am I feeling with these connections? What have I done with these connections? Because a lot of the time we have thousands of these connections, and yet you're still professionally isolated. Hands up here as a woman in business, how many of you feel alone a lot of the time? Okay? If you're honest, all of you. Because it's a lonely journey. If somebody, I can't remember who started out this morning saying it's hard as a woman. We often feel alone in these things, and it's real. Okay, the correction for that aloneness is not more networking, it's more authentic connection, real connection, trust, character, development in these spaces, right? You must be able to trust me. We often confuse visibility with connection.
Yeah.
I was seeing Nate, I saw them, they must be so connected because they're at everything. That's not connected. That's not this. Okay? That's maybe like you're standing on your own in amongst the forest, but there's no root system
Sure.
that's holding you up or keeping you standing. Okay? Networking asks us the question, what can you do for me? And be honest, isn't that how we go into networking things? Okay? Especially like BNI and all those kinds of things. Like, how many referrals did you get me this weekend? So, what can you do for me? In other words, her only value is what she can do for you.
Yeah.
Right? Authentic connection actually asks the real question, who are you? Right? Can I trust you? So I'm not doing business with people I can't trust. I'm not referring to people I can't trust. So authentic connection is about building that real trust and character value in things. Right? Can I ask you something? Just think about this for a second. Where did your biggest opportunity in life come from? Take a second to think about that. When you got your first job, where did that opportunity come from? When you landed your biggest client, where did that opportunity come from?
Sure.
When you got your biggest promotion, where did that opportunity come from? When you got your greatest encouragement, where did that opportunity come from? When you got the best advice you've ever heard, where did that opportunity come from? I'm willing to bet that the thought in your mind started with, well, someone. Someone believed in me. Someone introduced me. Someone encouraged me. Someone recommended me. Someone took a chance on me. Why? Because opportunities travel through people.
Sure.
That's someone. Right? People don't create opportunities, relationships do. Opportunity is the byproduct of those authentic relationships. Hope you listen. So we have a few myths around networking. Myth number one, networking is about connecting people. We all gather our little people and our cards and our stuff. Is that true? Is that what networking is about? The reality is, relationships are about investing in people.
Yeah.
So there's a switch there. Okay, I'm not collecting these people. I'm investing in them. That investment doesn't have to be huge. It can simply be a genuine ear for 1 minute. Some serious attention paid just for 1 or 2 minutes. A sincere, I'm sorry you're going through it. A real, I see you. Right? That's all it has to be. It doesn't have to be hours of this. The second myth we have around networking is that the most successful people know everyone. Not in my world. In my world, the most successful people are deeply known by a smaller group of people.
Sure.
But they're known. They're seen. So we're women here, right? So if you probably like romantic movies, right? My mother certainly does. She's like a little addict to those. Okay? But why, for example, would Shari be so drawn into that kind of a thing? She's married, she's older. Why does that need such a need in her? It's not to have ever after. It's that whatever goes on in that relationship is authentic. It's real. And those people feel seen. And that's what we all are seeking. I just want to be seen. Known for who I am. Not judged or commented or whatever it is, just seen. Right? Successful people are deeply known by a small bunch of people. Trusted. Myth number 3 about networking. Opportunities come from perfect timing. We live in this world of I'm just in the right place. I live in a different world of like, let's build the right place and the right time. Right? I like to choose. I don't like to leave things out there. But the reality is, opportunities come from years of consistent character.
Sure.
If you show up today as Sherilyn, I'm expecting Sherilyn to show up next time. The same Sherilyn I've known for far too long. Okay. Show up consistently. That's where the opportunity comes from. Alright. People buy products, but they choose people. And when I teach entrepreneurship, if you've ever been in any of my classes, and if you haven't, please join us. But if you have, you will know, I always say, people buy from people. You want to sell your product, you want to sell your service, you want to grow your business, you want to do all this. People buy from people.
Yeah.
They trust people.
Yeah.
They trust it, not necessarily the product. What's the first thing you do when you go on Takeout to buy something? The reviews, thank you. Don't lie to me that you're not doing that. You are. Then you skip back up and you go, okay, well the reviews look pretty good, so now I'm going to look at the features of the product and see if it fits what I need. It works that way. Because people buy from people. Why? Because that's connection, that's trust, that's better than something that's not real. Okay? built through consistency, integrity, reliability, generosity, and authenticity. Now, to build authentic connections, you've got to build trust. Consistently. Every introduction is an act of trust. Do you understand that?
Sure.
Every introduction that I come to, or that we do, it's an act of trust. You shouldn't be taking it lightly when you introduce yourself to somebody. You're coming into their world, you're going to impact their life, make sure it's a good one. Right. People remember things like, she always followed through. Or she, I have never been anywhere where they're like, oh, she had the best pitch. No, I go, and I listen to a lot of pitches, right? But I've been to many places where people go, oh no, you can rely on her, she'll do it. Oh no, she's so amazing and skilled and passionate at that. I never get told unauthentic things. Think about when you go to a funeral and somebody's dead. I've never been to a funeral where they were like, she had the perfect bikini on. Because we don't connect with that. We all striving in that space, but we don't actually connect with all that stuff. We connect with what is real. So things that come out at times like that, and please, just as an aside, tell people before they die these things. Okay? They need it now, not when they're dead. They need to know they're loved now. Okay? But before those things, just as an aside, what I hear at funerals are things like, they had the most magnificent heart. They were kind and generous and helpful and hardworking. They made me laugh. The best times we had together was when we were drinking wine on the table and floor. Okay? Small things that we think are insignificant because we're trying to live this unreal life. And the real stuff is happening and we're missing it. And it's that authentic connection that builds that trust, that builds those relationships, that give us those opportunities. Think about gardening. We don't plant seeds because we're hungry today. Okay? We plant because we know one day we're going to need that fruit. Right? Relationships work exactly the same way. Some conversations won't matter today.
Sure.
It's okay. It's alright. This is normal. Right? But 5 years from now, they might change your life. It's painful to it, but we can do it. Time's passing anyway. Right? It's painful. Time's passing anyway. Quickly. Right. Authentic relationships are built on 4 things. I've made them 4 C's so that you can remember them. Curiosity, contribution, character, and connection. That's how we're going to build our authentic relationships. Our authentic connections. Let's use my word that I'm supposed to use. The connection. Okay. Right. Curiosity. What do we have to do? We have to become fascinated by people. You know, I started off by telling you how awesome you all are because I genuinely believe you are all awesome. Because when I watch women in this country, I'm floored. Day after day after day after day, what you get through, what you do, just in the norm, is fascinating to me. It's amazing. Right? What we consider normal is not so normal. And yet we do it, and we're amazing. Become fascinated by people. Don't just be impressed by them. Become fascinated. What do we do when we become fascinated? We'll ask questions. I made you ask a question, didn't I? But just now. Not the normal question. What do you do? Because that's the only label we can get. Okay? Stop labeling us with I'm only a business owner. Right? I'm also a Springbok fan, just by the way.
Oh, really?
I'm also a power lifter. I'm also a whole range of things that you don't know necessarily about me unless you spend time with and build a relationship of value. Okay, and it's really hard with me because I really don't like to talk about myself. And I will hide away, and it's going to be hard and possibly awkward from my side. Alright, so people who are curious, they say, tell me more. Right? They say, ooh, how did you get into that? Okay? What excites? What are you busy with? Okay? People love to talk about themselves. They remember people who truly listen, so be genuinely curious. Okay? People remember you if you make them feel interesting. What's that saying about people might forget your business, but they really will forget how you make them feel? Okay? 2, contribution. Give before you need. Right. Ask, how can I help? Rather than, how do you help me? Right? Introduce people, share opportunities, celebrate other people. It's kind of fun. Right? Recommend businesses, mentor somebody, open doors for somebody, send useful articles to somebody else. Okay? Make referrals if you need to. Generosity compounds always. Okay? And the best networkers are the ones that give. 3, character. Build trust in small moments. Okay? We don't build trust in one go. We build trust over time in small moments and small situations and small things. Right? Authenticity isn't about big speeches. Right? It's about building it over small moments. Right? How do we build it? We build it when we arrive on time. It's fine. I love it. Right. It's built when we keep promises. It's built when we admit our mistakes. It's built when we apologize. It's built when we tell the truth. It's built when we encourage somebody. Right? Trust is accumulated in tiny little deposits. That's how it works. Deposit every time. Just keep depositing. Eventually, every relationship becomes a trust decision. And it boils down to this: can I rely on you? Okay? Will you tell the truth? Do you keep your promises? Do you show up? Character creates credibility, and the credibility creates the opportunity. Number 4, connection and collaboration. We've had a lot of that this morning because it's very important. Alright? Relationships aren't events. As great as this event is, that's not the relationship. Okay? They're habits that we do. It's the quick coffee here. It's the small message there. Even if it's just to say good morning. It's the congratulations, I'm so proud of you, I saw this. It's the how are you there. It's the regular small interaction. Okay. People don't expect perfection, but they do so appreciate your consistency. Okay. We've been taught to admire the successful individual, but almost nothing extraordinary is achieved alone. Okay. Think back to my rugby team. It's not done alone. You go to a choir, it's not done alone. If you work in business, not done alone. If you make a film, not done alone. Right? Every great achievement is collaborative. Even your 100-meter sprinter that wins, not that there's a whole team of people behind that, coaching and building and doing, right? It's never done alone. People don't just need network, they need community. Okay? South Africa, we've got the whole Ubuntu thing, but we only pull it out when it's convenient for us. And yet it's actually what we need for authentic connection. Okay. Women underestimate the value they bring. Many think, I'm just bothering people here. Or I love the one, I'm just imposing on somebody, or I'm really, maybe I shouldn't ask, or I'm not the one. I don't really want to ask. Don't we do this to ourselves? Get a little bit of an imposter feeling and we don't want to do it, right? Yet women naturally excel at building communities. Okay? The challenge is learning to recognize the relationship building is not a soft skill. It's not soft or weak to build relationships. It's what we need. It's one of the strongest business skills there is. Businesses grow through trust. Trust grows through relationship and collaboration. This organization, Women in Business, has just spent 21 years building a community where women don't simply exchange business cards. Right? They exchange what? What do we exchange when we get together? Courage. Wisdom. Okay? Introductions, maybe? Ideas. Support. Okay? That's far more valuable than a business card. And I think that's, in Ali's message to us, was the point. Let's be together where we're safe and can do these things. Okay? 21 years ago, a group of women decided succeeding alone wasn't enough. They decided to create a community where women could succeed together.
Beautiful.
And that's a remarkable legacy. It's a remarkable legacy. I'm going to ask you to stand quickly. I'm nearly done. Stand.
Sure.
Stay standing if someone has done that. Stay standing. Stay standing if someone opened a door for you in your life or your career. Stay standing if you've ever received advice that changed your life. Stay standing if someone believed in you before you believed in yourself. Remarkable, isn't it? Nearly all of us are standing because of someone else. Okay, you can sit down. Isn't it fascinating that none of us got here alone? We often think that connection equals opportunity. No. Character builds trust, builds relationship, builds collaboration, and that equals opportunity. Alright, so my challenge before I leave you today, because you cannot leave here without being challenged. It's not allowed. Okay? My challenge is this to you. Think of one person who has made a difference in your life. Just one. I'm sure many will pop to your mind if you actually give it some thought. Just choose that one person, and I'm going to ask you this question: have you told them?
Oh, man.
Sure. When was the last time you thanked them? And my challenge to you is to send that message today. Right now. A voice, not right now, in 2 minutes when I'm finished. Either a voice message or a WhatsApp, and you say, thank you for that time you loved me when I felt alone. Thank you for that time you gave me that word that just allowed me to take that next step forward. Right? You got them because we're not here alone. Thank those people. Build that connection. Right, 21 years ago, someone believed in this community and that it was worth building. They couldn't possibly have known whose businesses would grow, whose confidence would return, whose dreams would be reignited because women chose to connect authentically with one another. We didn't know that. Every relationship leaves a legacy. A conversation leaves a legacy. A recommendation leaves a legacy. An introduction leaves a legacy. An act of kindness leaves a legacy. A business partnership leaves a legacy. 21 years ago, this organization began creating a legacy, not by collecting members and people, right? But by connecting people. Not collecting, connecting people. Every woman in this room has that opportunity to continue this legacy. Because every relationship we build leaves something good behind. The question is, what legacy will yours leave? The greatest opportunities in your future may not come from the next room you walk into, but they will come from the next relationship you choose to nurture. So don't just build a network, build a reputation, build trust, build generosity, build people. Because when we build authentic relationships, we don't simply create opportunities for ourselves, we create opportunities for all of us. And that's how communities, businesses, and lives are transformed. Your network may open your door, but your character and your ability to build authentic connection is what determines whether you're invited back. Authentic connections happen when people stop trying to prove their worth and start sharing. Please think about how you can be authentic and show up as yourself for other people, because you were made for somebody, for some spaces, for some opportunities. And if you're not showing up as who you are with your skills and your abilities, we're missing each other. Yeah. Okay. Networking provides us the opportunity. Authentic connection opens all those doors, builds all those relationships, makes you the person that we choose when opportunities come. Because I know you're going to show up. Hey.